His family has a proud history of military service, but Jim Burgio wasn't always comfortable or even open talking about his time in Vietnam. But now, it's actually a driving force behind what he calls his philanthropic years. Kenny Beck continues to introduce us to this year's American Red Cross Salute to Heroes recipients.
I love it. It's great because you don't realize what it is until you get right up on it.
That is one creative American flag, and it's one of many displays of military pride inside Jim Burgio's home in Greensboro. His father was a Marine, he was a Marine, he was even born at Camp Lejeune.
Vietnam was a very interesting time in my life. I had a 6-month-old daughter that I left behind and went to war.
During his 13-month tour, starting in October of 1968, he had the 3 worst days of his life.
The first day I was convinced I was going to be killed.
On his very first day, before he even had a weapon, his compound was hit with mortar attacks. A few months later, his compound was attacked again early in the morning while he was asleep. And on his last day, after he had turned in his weapon, the transport vehicle taking him to the airport was attacked. Then the airplane was hit with small arms fire.
We have to get off the plane because there's holes in the plane. We get off the plane, they put us on another plane about an hour later, and we took off and uneventful, and I made it to Okinawa before I was transferred back to the United States. But I was convinced that last day that it was like the first day. It reminded me, I'm just destined not to get out of here. I mean, so much stuff happened, it was unbelievable. But now I can look back at it and tell the story with a smile on my face.
In the years that followed, he moved his family from New York to North Carolina and also moved on from his previous life, hardly ever discussing his service. That is, until someone reached out about a 40th basic training reunion.
We went, and I didn't think I'd remember many people, but I remembered a lot once I saw them, and we all wore pictures of ourselves when we were in the military. It was great, it was fantastic.
It was also the start of a patriotic awakening. Around that same time, Jim joined the board of the Carolina Field of Honor and helped raise the $5 million to finish off the Military Memorial Park. He works with the Marine Corps League 260, a group made up of mostly local Marines who serve fellow veterans and potential future service members. And he's also a board member with Horsepower Foundation in High Point. Its therapeutic learning center helps hundreds of disabled and able-bodied students.
When you find out it's the happiest hour of the whole week of their lives, it's like amazing. And then I realized that there was a small component of that had to do with veterans with PTSD. So myself and my wife both agreed that was a good place for me to devote a lot of my attention.
He served, and he's still serving. That's why the Red Cross says Jim Burgio's a hero.
I know some of the past recipients, and I would never put myself in the category of them.
Why not?
Because I mean, I've done things, but not like I see other people do. I still have too much fun with my life.
You can learn more about the Carolina Field of Honor, the Marine Corps League 260, and Horsepower Therapeutic Learning Center by visiting our website, WXII12.com. We have all you can need to see there and more.